welcome back to After School Reviews. Today is the final video for the RoboCop versus the Terminator figures until next time, which will be a throwback video. But we are having a look at the Endoskeleton Heavy Gunner. Not this figure, these two just go together. So let's get him out of here. But you will see all the figures, including the new ones we have received from the Dark Horse Comics in this video at the end. So get ready for that. So we're going to have all these figures. And also, I've tried to think, do we want this figure or not? And I'll just try and figure that at the end of the video. But the main focus is this figure, so that's the review, is on this figure. So the front of the box just says, or the top of the box says, versus the Terminator. It says NECA Real Toys right there. And on the front, we can see the endoskeleton right there. Looks really cool. There's another background, so if we kind of get closer here, we can see the details painted on the figure, and it's got this nice graph coordinate plane looking thing, and then the endoskeleton's right there, painted, and pretty cool. So the back of the box is just this with the same thing as the last time, and it says Heavy Gunner Endoskeleton. So we are going to have a look at this figure closer and opened out of its packaging, so don't go anywhere. There's the heavy, excuse me, there's the Heavy Endoskeleton, the Heavy Gunner Endoskeleton from RoboCop versus the Terminator. His accessories include this and this. So I'm going to show you, you just detach it from the back here. Something pretty simple and easy to do. So you detach it, and I'm going to put the endoskeleton back over here where we have a look at his main accessory, which is this the heavy minigun. Okay, so what I can tell is this here. I can tell you what's reused and what's not reused. So this could have been used for something else, but I think this is the same one we got from the Terminator 2 figures. And I mean, I know it's from that, but I don't know where it originally came from with NECA. I'm pretty sure it was with the Terminator figures. It's having a hard time focusing, but you can see it's like a purple color, and it's got some light gray kind of splotted on there, and there's some kind of shading for the red down here, and some more of the purples, and the gun thing here, the gun chain here, is like white on the front here and on the edges, or actually on the front. On the back it's not painted, but it's even got a red in there. Pretty cool. It's like a square or something, and then that leads to this, which is supposed to be like a, I guess, a carrying case or something. Maybe that's where the rest of the ammo is, or it's the one that's pushing it out to turbine it to power the the ammo or something. I don't know how these work, but you can see how that works. And it has two pegs here that peg onto the back of the figure, and this is completely what it looks like far away. And you can see it's got some different paint schemes on there, right there and right there, and also on the edges here. And it's kind of got some dents to it, so it's not perfect, like some bullet holes there, right there, and some right there. So if you wanted to blackwash those, you could. I'm not going to do that. Clearly, I have not. The gun turret thingy, the minigun, comes with this base here, and it's actually in the box with, crap. When it's in the box, it's like this. One piece is like here, one piece is separate. This piece that's separate on mine is painted kind of with some whites in there, squiggly lines. So really cool. And there's some reds on this part. I don't know where this is from. This might have been a reused piece or not, but it is pretty battered up. You can kind of see the details in there, like bullet holes, dents, scratches, scuffs. Really nice detail. That's not just one normal colored piece, and that peg thing just slides in there, and then there's the other arms and legs. And if you want to put this back in the box, it's kind of uneven. It's kind of like the flux capacitor. It's what the shape reminds me of. The one you plug in, these two are close together, and these two are far apart. So if you line it up like that, you can see that it's these two closer, and then you can unpeg it. Other reviews said you couldn't really you really had to just lay this on here, but my analysis is it's got this kind of funny, tube area on there, and funnel shaped, kind of like a half pipe, and you can kind of shove it in between the pieces here, and it holds pretty nicely. Like, it's not going anywhere. See? The endoskeleton's the main interest here with this figure. And if you don't like any of these figures, like the video game ones, they are pretty cheap. And if you already have them or something, if you want to have them on display, you can. But if you really did want to have more endoskeletons with your other figures, like if you found this at a yard sale or in an old box of junk, these aren't older, but you know, you could find these. And if you wanted to give it a black washer and then go over it with some chrome and paint it like the endoskeletons, you could. Or if you wanted to paint it silver and then just do black washing like that, that would be a lot easier. But the detail on here is still pretty good. It's just a reused mold, but repainted. So you can see the head here is, oh man, so difficult to get a nice view here on the head sculpt. But if we get real close, he has the nice red painted eyes, and it's not just one color of white gray. It's kind of like got an indent right there and kind of right here on the bone cheeks area. And there's also the nice, I've added the black there to kind of know the shape is still there. If we see over here, from this point, it kind of goes to a faded look to the back, which is just a darker purple like the RoboCop figures, and the backs have no details, but they still do these flaps open because that's the licensing and everything like that. But I think I just lost a piston. Oh no, I did. Back of figure is just plain, like there's nothing at all going on, but the front is where it does shine, and you can see all the nice, you know, the details and everything there. So the articulation on this figure is the same as all the other ones, which is a, you know, the arms will go forward, back, but they are kind of fragile, so you want to watch that. And this part's kind of painted white, so that's pretty cool. And the elbows bend, pistons again work, and the arm here swivels all the way around. Same thing over here, forward, back, swivel in the right here, swivel in the hand. Pretty cool. And then this part swivels. The head is also swivelly, and it goes up and down, sort of. Not fully, but it does look up and down. And the legs here go forward and back. I'm not going to mess with that because you just saw I popped the piston out. But they go out and in. And then the knees bend pretty good. And the feet are on a rotation. And then they have these hinges right here on the foot to help stand. If I can get that to focus. I can't get that to focus. Here are all the RoboCop vs. Terminator figures that I have and that I recently got for $50. Now, there are some other figures I'm going to add in here, but before we do that, what I want to say is, if you want to do this, I'm going to show you different ways. So you can display this Endocop, oh my gosh, not Endocop, endoskeleton like this. I'm getting ahead of myself. And you can kind of just wrap it around his hand, and it looks pretty cool. Like it's a big, big machine gun, which it is. But it looks really cool like that, so you can do that. But what I really prefer is this, because look, he's got the blaster and he has the gun, the minigun, which would be perfect because they hold them a lot better. That is made with that gun, and that was made with that gun. So technically, you put them together, they hold them a lot better. He holds that gun pretty well, and that one doesn't hold that gun really well. But, you know, Endoskeleton has a lot of trouble holding stuff, but you can do that, and it's not going to affect anything. But I'm going to bring in some 2 more figures, and we'll end the video. There they are, all of the RoboCop vs. Terminator stuff that I have. Now, these 2 are, again, from the Dark Horse comics, and these 4 are from the video game, and that's from the Dark Horse comic with that figure. I'm going to go over all these figures. This is the future RoboCop from RoboCop vs. the Terminator. This is Rocket Launcher RoboCop. That is, Flamethrower RoboCop. That is Heavy Gunner Endoskeleton. And that is Plasma Rifle T-800. And that's the Endocop with the Terminator dog. So today on After School Reviews, we were having a look at the NECA RoboCop vs. the Terminator Heavy Gunner T-800 Endoskeleton. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that bell notification for when I go live, if I go live, and when I do weekend uploads. Also go to Facebook and type in The Sanctuary. You might see this posted on The Sanctuary, and that's when I'm going to be posting this video. I'll see you over there. Also type it on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.